If you're an executive dad turning 50 in the next few years, but still you haven't got rid of that stubborn belly fat, the muscle mass isn't as strong as you'd like it to be, and also the energy levels depleted after work, then this video is for you. My name is Nicholas Shah, founder of Fit Exec Life, helping executive dads just like yourself in their 40s who are already training, but maybe you've hit a plateau. So after a few months of training, maybe you've regained the weight after it keeps going yo-yoing up and down, or maybe you felt that you've been losing muscle mass because you've been doing too much high intensity training. Then this is what we want to solve for. And specifically, the three elements what I've seen where men are shooting themselves in the foot. And the first one is this. Extremes. So this can be extreme diets, it could be cutting out carbs, it could be low carbs, it could be carb cycling, anytime, or extreme fasting as well. I've seen that many times as well. Anytime that you change your diet, if you cannot sustain that for the rest of your, like for the long term, then this is going to backfire on you, because as soon as you cut out carbs, you'll drop weight because you're going to be eating less calories. But as soon as you introduce the carb, most likely the weight is going to go back up. So everything is linked to how sustainable is your your eating patterns. Now, the second thing in terms of extremes is, which is linked to extremes, is also on the exercise front. So that's more on the diet. And then also on the exercise front, it's high intensity. So it could be things like Orange Theory, Barry's Bootcamp, F45, CrossFit. From speaking to many men who do this in their 40s, all they do is end up with knees which are shaky. They get injuries on their necks, on their elbows. It takes a long time to recover. And also they lost muscle mass, because you can easily drop weight by burning burning more calories than you're consuming. But are you retaining the muscle mass? That's the key thing. And remember, muscle mass is what burns calories whilst you're at rest, whilst you're sitting down. So it's very essential to keep it. And then the third thing is excessive cardio. And this is specifically for men. If you do not know how to train, if you don't have any experience, then I recommend starting off with the basics, maybe going and get an in-person trainer, or joining some group exercises as well, or finding some very detailed YouTube videos. There's different ways of doing it depending on what access you have to resources. And so doing too much cardio, remember, if you're focusing all on cardio, you're not giving a reason for your muscle mass to stay. Muscle mass is what withers away, especially from the 30s onwards. And muscle is not just about building muscle, but it's about building strong bones. So muscle strength training is what builds strong bones. And remember, in 20 years time, if you have a fall, if you've got fragile bones, then you're going to be that guy who fractures the hips, fractures something, has to then go to the hospital because you haven't built that strong, the fortress of a body. And so remember, the companies that are out there in fitness, I got sold to as well. I got sold the dream that if I took, for example, this, if I drank this amount of green tea, 2 liters of green tea, or this special herbal remedy, that I'd lose my belly fat. Or if I do certain type of belly blaster group exercise, I would get rid of the belly. Like all these things, the fitness industry is here to, well, is there, I'd say, on my side from that. This there to keep you in subscription modes. Keep on subscribing to your Oura Ring, like I'm guilty of that. Keep on subscribing to the Peloton. Keep on subscribing to the protein. And ultimately, that's what they want. They want your business. If your actual problems, then would you need it? Well, some of the things I still require. I still want my protein because it's easier to get to. But do I need other forms of? Do I need other subscriptions? Questionable, because maybe it doesn't actually get to my goal. So what we need to do is really plan for real life. And I've gone over this in other videos, but just high level. The Fit Exec system, what we do is focus on 3 areas. Focus on a proven strategy on weekdays, have a strategy on weekends, and then most importantly, travel. So you come back lighter or the same weight. Both of them are seen as possible if you follow a specific strategy that is tailored to your life. Because remember, you've got client dinners, you go to the airports, you've got kids Uber on the weekend, then you've got family meals. How is it that you can continue to live life without with whilst getting to your goals as well. So if you'd like to experience what something could look like using a proven strategy, I invite you to join the waitlist for the next 14-day reset. This is specifically for executive dads who are already training, but you've hit a plateau, you regained the weight, you've lost muscle mass, or energy crashes are there, and you finally want to fix it to build that strong foundation. If that's you, the link is in the comments below. Remember, you are the CEO of your body. No one else is going to come and save you. You are in charge.